Hello everyone, I am Deepa Nishchal. I'm a certified life coach, child counselor, and clinical hypnotherapist. Today, I'll talk about NLP techniques to handle anxiety. What is anxiety? The way someone experiences anxiety can be totally different for different people. Some people get a very uncomfortable tightening situation in the chest. Some may experience a rapid heartbeat or sweaty palms. The root of anxiety can be different for different people. While some people feel too much pressure at work, some might feel that obsessive worrying may solve the problem. The type of anxiety that comes up because we worry something might go wrong in the future. NLP is neuro-linguistic program. It is very powerful way to use your mind. NLP just can't stop the anxiety but can definitely help to deal with it. When it comes to NLP, the idea behind this approach is that the words you choose to use subconsciously affect your mood and your overall behavior. NLP techniques are not magic pills for your voice, but just treat them as a way to understand yourself better and reprogramming your brain for the better. So let's discuss about few NLP techniques which you can try and implement. The very first technique which you can use is the meditation. We all know the meditation changes the chemistry of the brain, causing a reduction in the ability to have anxiety. So a simple technique of NLP and visualization and meditation. Simply close your eyes. Scan your body from the inside, from top of your head down to the tips of your toes. Notice all the sensations inside your body. Imagine a bright ping pong small sized ball representing calm, and shift your awareness with the ball to your ankles. Now move to the belly button and then to the solar plexus chakra. Gradually move to the chest, throat, behind the eyebrows, and slightly above the head. Now make the ball slightly larger, maybe like a tennis ball, and feel the ball is getting even more calmer. Hit the same points on the way down. Make the ball slightly larger and go up again. And then again repeat the same step, making the ball larger and coming down again. So this is a simple meditation technique of NLP which can be used to calm your anxiety. Another technique is anchoring. Anchoring is a technique that pulls you back from a state of panic to a state of utmost joy and happiness. So what you have to do is relax yourself, just lie down. Close your eyes and recall the happiest memory you can. The more vividly you can imagine, it will be better. Let positive emotions wash over you. Smile. Relive the happy moment again. Feel the warmth spreading throughout your body. Now pick up your anchor. Your anchor can be anything that will instantly bring you back the positive feelings whenever you choose to use it. It can be like pulling your earlobe, pulling your thumb, or pinching yourself gently. So every time you do that, you will experience the positive feelings associated with your happy memory. Another technique is reframing. Reframing is a very simple and effective technique because it helps you to get rid of negative thoughts and instead look at the bright side of the life. So what you have to do is basically you change the way you think about your anxiety. You don't have to tell words like I'm always anxious, I can't deal with this stress anymore. Instead, use phrases like I'm feeling a bit more challenge in my life right now, but it will all work out for the best. Identify and try to overcome the secondary gain of your anxiety. This is very important step. At times we don't know, but subconsciously we are trying to sabotage ourselves. For example, if you feel stressed out about your job but don't want to leave, maybe perhaps you like others to feel sorry for you on a much deeper level. So you need to agree with your subconscious on what matters more to you. Would you prefer to feel at ease, or would you like for others to feel sorry for yourself? You already know the answer, don't you? Another technique which I will discuss is very effective. Close your eyes and relax. Start from the safe place, which is the present moment. Gently go back in the time and visit the trauma, but from a safe place position. Start at the end of the trauma and go all the way back to your happy place, the past before the trauma took place. Distance yourself as if you are viewing it from a third person perspective. This exercise will help you process negative emotions differently and will help you to calm your anxiety. There is another exercise which is a 2-for-1 exercise. To stop stress and anxiety caused by thoughts of events that have not even happened yet, use this powerful technique. This exercise might take a bit of work in the beginning, but with practice you will find it becomes a habit. So what you have to do is make a list of any negative thoughts that comes to your mind. Write down these negative thoughts which are going through your mind about any situation. Write down these thoughts that causes stress or leads to any uncomfortable emotions. It is very important to write the thoughts and images. By putting them down on paper, you don't have to keep going over them in your mind. Sometimes a negative thought goes through the mind so quickly that at first you might not be even conscious of it. Sometimes you will notice the physical reaction much before realizing there was a thought. So take a moment to look for these thoughts and the physical reactions to them. If there is trouble finding the thought, just go back in your mind to the event causing the upset. Then go to the moment just before the emotion was felt. and let your unconscious mind bring to the surface any images, sounds, or memory. After identifying negative thoughts, stop and focus on the feelings they produce. As you become aware of emotions, just notice where the feeling is held in your body. Make a note of what words or images go with these thoughts or feelings. Negative thoughts can create a vicious cycle as more negative thoughts pop up to support the first one. This creates unnecessary anger and stress. People can create many negative thoughts just in a moment, and a negative thought feeds the negative thought. By recognizing a thought, it becomes possible to stop and correct the negative thought process. When you feel a body reaction, maybe like tightness, pain in the stomach, head, chest, ask yourself, what are you saying in your mind? Remember, there is always a trigger for bodily reactions. As you become aware of the negative statements, answer the following questions. For one day, pay attention to how many negative thoughts you create. How often in a day do you have negative comments flowing through your mind? Would you talk to your best friend this way? Would they still be your best friend? Is there a benefit that comes from speaking to yourself in this negative way? What do you gain? What is the negative result of thinking all this way? If you believe there is a benefit, can this benefit be gained in a different, more self-enhancing way? To help yourself to create enhancing thoughts, just think about possible thoughts which may happen in future. Create 2 positive stories for each negative story you had created. So what you have to do is create 2 positive, believable possibilities for every negative thought. The positives need to be something which is believable. For example, I will handle it is a positive statement which is believable, since we do handle the things which comes in our way. It will not help to say everything is okay if you do not truly feel that way, for then it is not a believable positive statement. If something is not okay, then you have to say, I will take control and make it better. Using the new positive thoughts will help you to change the habit of negative thinking. So whenever you catch yourself thinking a negative thought, use the power of your own mind in a productive way. Think of a big red stop sign and hear the word stop shouted out in your mind. Then say 2 of the positive thoughts that you have written down to replace each old negative thought. One more technique I would like to discuss is reducing future-based anxiety. The timeline therapy-based anxiety pattern, which in sense tricks the brain to code like a person who cannot experience anxiety or drops down their own anxiety. So what you have to do is simply imagine a line and you are standing in the present facing the future. Anxiety only exists in the future. The reason why you feel anxiety is because you are worried about something going wrong in the future. Step off the line and disassociate from all the feelings. Walk to a place next to the timeline where the event you had anxiety over is in the past. You are now disassociated and the event is over. Anxiety can only live in the future. So now look from this place at the event, then before, and notice that the anxiety is now gone. So these were some simple NLP techniques which can be used in your daily lives to handle anxiety. Thank you and good wishes to everyone.